Watching a beloved dog enter its final days is a disorienting and painful experience. Owners often witness a series of confusing behaviors. A dog might hide under the furniture for hours, refuse to interact with the family members, and then suddenly exhibit a brief, inexplicable burst of energy. We instinctively project our own emotions onto these moments, assuming the dog is experiencing clinical depression, feeling rejected by us, or, during those active moments, making a miraculous recovery. These behaviors are not emotional choices, but the visible results of systemic physiological shifts as the dog's internal systems begin to shut down. To provide true comfort, we have to look past the lens of tragedy and understand the specific biological sequence occurring inside them. A dog's awareness of the end doesn't start with a thought, but an internal chemical trigger. While humans have about 6 million olfactory receptors, a dog relies on a network of 300 million. These receptors detect the changing chemical markers in their own blood and failing internal organs. This sensory specialization allows them to detect the breakdown of their own bodily systems through scent. The lethargy we see early on is a direct response to this internal chemical alert system. As that chemical awareness intensifies, dogs move toward the first major physical milestone, retreating into dark, isolated corners. This is frequently misinterpreted as a sign of resentment or emotional withdrawal, but the dog is not hiding because they feel rejected. This isolation is an ancient survival mechanism inherited from wild ancestors. In nature, a weakened animal retreats to cover to stay hidden from predators. This serves a functional purpose today. By removing all external stimuli, the dog can route every remaining calorie towards fighting their illness. When a dog crawls under a bed, they are not emotionally withdrawing. They are executing a hardwired biological defense. This period of isolation is often broken by a sudden, fleeting return to normal behavior. This is the last rally, a documented window. A dying dog might eat a full meal or play with high energy. The dog's organs are still failing, but the brain is experiencing a brief, coordinated electrical surge. This chart shows how the brain activity shifts during this moment. There is a sudden spike of organized gamma wave activity flooding the dying brain. This rally is a final surge of electrical life that provides a brief window for closure before the system finally fails. The internal chemical detection, the retreat to safety, and the final neurological rally are part of a natural sequence. These are biological milestones, not emotional failures. Understanding this timeline can help remove the guilt pet owners often feel when they believe they didn't do enough to keep their dog happy at the end. With these facts, we no longer need to force a dying dog to be social or view their final, quiet actions as a sign of suffering. By following the science of the canine sunset, we can respect the biological programming of our dogs and let them say goodbye as nature intended.